What's going on, y'all? This is Latta here, and today we're going to be talking about what it's like to be a freelance rap artist on Fiverr. So I've been working as a freelance rap artist on Fiverr for around 5 months, I want to say, and it has been one of the coolest things I think I've ever done as far as generating income for my musical career and, various other things in life. Originally, I came across the platform back in like 2015, but I never used it. I just logged in, made an account, and I was like, man, what would I use this for? Because I was looking, man, maybe I can buy some artwork or a mixtape cover or something to help me, be using it as a consumer, but I just never used it. Didn't even know there was a market for people to start making music on Fiverr until late in 2022. On TikTok, CNBC had posted something about a rapper named Kibo, who I've since become friendly with. What's going on, Kibo? Out of Houston, Texas. And he basically told his story on how he was able to really make this thing pop off, going back from, I want to say 2016 up to present day. And he's done very well for himself on the platform, worked with a lot of clients around the world, and has really turned that into his main source of income, which is amazing. I saw his stuff and I got very inspired. I was like, man, it was like, yo, I thought I had the capabilities to do this because I could do the in-house production. I could, do the songs and turn them around right from my home studio. I was like, this is made for me, essentially. And over this, past 5 months, I've got a lot of different experiences out of this. One, the money is nice. It's really freeing to be able to charge what you want, and as well as work with people and create a dynamic to where they're coming back to you for additional work, and you're really helping out their platforms, and their audiences are getting used to you, and then that work possibly spins off to more work. There's people that from outside the platform, and just being a rapper, and people knowing what I do, they're like, hey man, I want to work with you on a project. How can we do that? I can send them the Fiverr link and say, hey, we can work right through here. And basically my familiarity turned that into something that can help me shine more on the platform with people who are unfamiliar with me. Fortunately, I started this Fiverr account. I ran into some personal tragedy earlier this year, and a lot of the money that I made on Fiverr really helped through those times with getting around the country and booking flights and hotels and things of that nature. And for me, it's been someone that has a customer service background. It is really easy to be your own boss, to interact with customers and communicate clear with them. I've worked with a lot of different kinds of people as far as people who work in the cryptocurrency community, the financial district, people who work in drug abuse prevention. There are people that just do podcasts, just personal podcasts, wrestling podcasts. My very first job was for a book, a wrestling book company. So it was very wide ranging kind of jobs that presented themselves to me. And I just looked at it as, these are all people that have a need for this music, whether it's to open their podcast, promote something on the podcast, promote a product. I was able to work with Bushwhacker Spirits, which is they sell a rum. So and they've been a company since 1975. So it was pretty cool to see some of my work pop up in that. And one thing that works for me is I kind of approach all the jobs the same, whether it's some big client or whether it's someone that's just trying to, hey, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. It doesn't even exist. I can give them kind of the same energy. What works for me is just asking for specific details on how they would like it done, what would they like said, what would make them the happiest. And they've got different things like subscriptions that are able to bring people back to you on a monthly basis, and that stuff has really been a blessing. I think one of the things that I like the most about it is the rush that I get when I see a new notification come through, whether someone has a question on something, I can get back to them really quick, whether they are approving the order, whether, a tip comes through, and all that stuff is like, just on the level I'm at. I'm fortunate to be a level 1 seller at this point, and have all positive reviews, all 5-star reviews. I'm sure one day that'll change, but I'm doing my best to keep it, the perfect rating that I have. As I go through my journey on Fiverr to get bigger on the platform, kind of when you search for podcast jingles, I'm on the first page, so I've been doing pretty well with that gig. I got a few that I think you guys should check out if you're seeing this and you're wondering if you should work with me. You definitely should, one. And I've made music videos promoting the different gigs, and I think that was a lot of fun, because it was like, all right, I'm gonna do this video for this song to really promote it. And I've been fortunate to be able to learn how to do a lot of technology based things throughout my younger days, being in high school, being in mass media class, that got me familiar with shooting my own videos, and doing YouTube for a long time helps me with that. And and working as an audio engineer, make sure I can turn around top quality to them. But I think some of the coolest things actually are the clients. They come to you. Some of them have visions, some of them don't. Some of them are real hands off, hey, just do what you do. I came to you for a reason. Some of them, are like, hey man, what if we tried it like this? And there was one guy that I work with. Shout out to Nuggy Slots. Make sure if you're into online gaming, make sure you check out his channel. He had came to me with kind of a challenge, hey, I wanted to kind of sound like this. Can you do this? After I already sent him something. Now in that situation, I could have been damn, I could have got down on myself and said, man, I really messed it up. But I was like, all right, why not? Let's see if I can meet what he really wants. And he became one of my best clients. And I ended up doing a lot of different work for him. I think I've done maybe 3 different projects with him, maybe 4. So shouts out to him. And I made a full song for him to promote his channel, with a hook and all that. So that was really fun to do. The site itself sends a lot of people to you to where you don't have to, scramble for, your gigs. Right now, I'm not doing Fiverr full time, but should I do it full time, I feel like I see the path to success on there, because in my case, I would be able to turn around the music very quickly. Just being fortunate of having a home setup. Not everyone can do that. If there is someone that's hey, I'm thinking about going on Fiverr, but I gotta book a recording session and all that, your costs will kind of go from there. If you're yo, I gotta book a 3-hour session and I'm paying $50 an hour, that's $150 right there. So your verses are going to change, and where you getting the beats, different stuff like that. For me, the home studio is already, the overhead already done, the production is already done, so I can charge what I charge simply because of those things. So Fiverr has made it real convenient for someone like me. I'm not yet where I want to be on the platform yet, but it is one day at a time. I just, log in, hope some messages are there, and share my links with my social media crowd. And another cool thing about it is seeing those goals get checked off. You're hey, I got 5 orders, I got 10 orders, I got 20 orders. You set certain goals for yourself monetarily, and you almost never know when these things are going to come in. So it's always something to look out for. If you're thinking about doing Fiverr, you have any questions, leave them below in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer those for you. I can say after 5 months, I didn't know I would be this far in already with, around maybe 30 completed orders or so. And Fiverr has allowed me to monetize my art, which, a lot of rappers are looking for ways to make money off their music. And this is just an additional tool, I would say. If you're selling your music independently, you can open a Fiverr account for businesses that want to work with you, because there are a lot of different opportunities out there. So I don't plan on, shutting my account down anytime. So I'm open for business, as they say, and ready to work. So, after 5 months, maybe we'll make another one of these, maybe when I get to a year on the platform, and we'll reflect on, what has changed from then and now. But so far, so good. I'm ready for more. So hopefully, they send everything my way. So I'll holla at y'all. My name is Latta. Peace.